Hey guys, welcome to our first week at Come Follow Me for 2024. Awesome. So, the beginning week's actually really cool because it goes over like the introductory pages to the Book of Mormon. So you've got the title page, you've got the witnesses, you've got like a short explanation, there's an introduction, there's like a, what else did we cover here? Joseph's account, which is one version of many different accounts that are there, but this is just like taken from his history, and it's sort of just what, like, the essence of what you need to know. That it's actually really a good lead into Book of Mormon and a good lead into like learning about how it came to be. And then there's just like a makeup and structure of it, like breaking it down for you. So it's actually some really good introductory books, pages. If you're going to look at any particular book anywhere, don't often come with this many introductory pages and how this works. So not even the Bible. So it's actually a really awesome thing to have. A lot of textbooks will come with stuff like this. Remember, this isn't a textbook. And there's things to learn in here and ways to analyze things. And we'll get through that through the year. But let's start off with looking at the title page. Now, the title page is actually really unique. Now, this is the very first part, right there. You can see mine's already marked up. So this is an account written by the Hand of Mormon, and I've entitled this one The Hand of Mormon because the fact that he compiled all these plates into this, and he tells us about it, but he actually wrote this to us, and we'll get to that as well, and that he did this, and then Joseph mistranslated, put it at the beginning. So let's have a look at some of the things in here. So he starts off with wherefore, meaning the reason for. The reason for this book is this. So what is it? Well, It's an abridgement of Nephites and Lamanite records, including Jaredites, and but yeah, an abridgement of the people, the record of Nephi and also the Lamanites, and there's a few other little things in there too. But Jew and Gentile. So Jews, yes. Gentile, yeah. But it says there it's written to the Lamanites. Now, it's like saying it's the whole world and the Canadians, or the whole world and the Australians. It's like, well, they're part of the whole world. It's more pointed at the Lamanites, as in it's for those people that are going to be in that continent, right? But it's like, specifically, that's what they were writing for. It's like, because he also knew at this time the Nephites were doomed, the Lamanites were still going to be there, and he's like, well, they might find this, they might need it. I don't know that he knew it was going to be like this, but that's speculation. There's a lot of things you can read into that, but nonetheless, it's for everybody. So that's who it is there. And how is this written? By way of commandment, spirit of prophecy, and of revelation. So, yes, commanded to do it. Also by prophecy, as in like we carefully thought what to put in here. And then also were like revealed to us what's the best things to put in here. So that's how it's written. To whom? Everybody. We covered that. And why. Now the why comes in the second paragraph. There's two paragraphs of this. The why comes in the second paragraph. After he finishes saying that there's also an abridgment in the book of Ether of the Jaredite plates. So like 3 different sets of plates, or like actually Nephi had 2 brass plates, and so there's 2 sets of plates there, 1 small and large plates, different containing things, because different stuff, different pages. We do that now. We have different books for different things. I've got a diary that I write all sorts of garbage in, like what my appointments are and everything. I've got this book which I write, our Come Follow Me stuff in, and any other spiritual things. I have an art book where I write things like. So we have different books, and they're different sizes and different papers. So same thing, different mediums, different sizes, different purposes. Right, it's the practice that still happens today. So the 3 things in there. It says in there, which is to show unto the remnant of the house of Israel what great things the Lord has done for their fathers. So that's 1. To show us what good things that the Lord did, or God did as well, for our forefathers. Knowing then, he will do the same for us, if not more. And 2, that they may know the covenants of the Lord, that they are not cast off forever. To know that this still is happening, that these covenants exist, that the covenants existed in the Old Testament, exist in Book of Mormon, and exist now. They apply to us. They were given through generations, There's other covenants we make that are also through generations. They still apply to us. Awesome, right? Covenant Israel. It's us. And 3, and to know to the convincing of the Jew and the Gentile that Jesus is the Christ, the eternal God, manifesting himself unto all nations. For a testimony. For us to be a testimony to you guys that this is a thing. So yeah, it's just lovely. I love the little bit there too, that at the end, the second to last sentence, he says, mistakes of men. Like, if there are faults, they're mistakes of men. Wherefore condemn not the things of God, that you may be found spotless in the judgment seat of Christ. Now, both Mormon and Moroni, even Nephite at one point, apologizes for the simpleness of their writing, that they're not as good at writing. And, I've said this many times, I cannot wait, and I know that they know this because they can hear me, but I cannot wait to talk to them face to face and say thank you for the plainness of speech, because we needed that. We didn't need some big dialogue on something. Some of those are great, awesome. We needed your plainness of speech. We needed that. We needed your simple writing because we understood it and we got it and we felt it. That's why. But there are mistakes, and we make mistakes too, absolutely. But they're ours, not God's. So, good point, right? So yeah, written by Mormon to all readers, why it's called the Book of Mormon. Even though he compiled it, he made it make sense and put in what we needed. But there's actually more. So he's like the synopsis, like the editor, probably today's editor. But he did that for us so that we could, not have to reread a whole lot of stuff, or just that we could actually get what we needed in this very good little package. And how does this message from an ancient prophet of his life work make you feel? That's my question for you this week. Knowing all of this on the title page, how does this message that's written here on the title page from this ancient prophet who we love, how does that, of his life work, how does that make you feel? He's writing this to let you know. He's like, all of this, there's a purpose in this. Yes, I've made mistakes, but they're mine. And this is to everybody, and this is how we did it. And isn't it just comforting to know that those things still exist now, and that the process that he used then is the process used now, that the process with God is the same. Isn't that awesome? So that's the title page. There's a lot of things you can get in there. I'd love to know what it makes you feel. For me, it's really comforting to know that he didn't just make this up. He didn't just decide, oh, I like this bit, that'll do. No. He poured his life into this, Mormon did. And then Joseph Smith poured his life into it, translating it. So, it's a precious, precious book, and we're going to really enjoy it this year. But what did you feel from it? What did you get from this title page that really stood out to you? Drop it in the comments. Love to hear it. All right, hang on. We're going to look at the other introductory pages, and I'll see you there.